Welcome back, Showers. It's Joshua D. Fokker, and today we are going to be covering my entire Steelbook collection, and I organized all of these alphabetically. I have 17 total titles in general. Let me know down in the comments below how many Steelbooks you have, what's your favorite edition out of them, and I'll be sharing that with you as I go through these quickly as I can, and talking and discussing just the art style that's brought within each one and in general. As I began to edit this video, I realized I had two more Steelbooks in my MCU collection that were off to the side. So I'm going to start off this Steelbook collection with Avengers, the original one. Of course, I love this Steelbook. This is a Blu-ray edition that's very simple. One of my first Steelbooks I ever got has Tesseract on the back, but I just love the simplicity, and normally I don't like when they stuff all the characters on the cover of a poster, but on this Steelbook it really works, and I really enjoy this one. And then next up we have another great one. We have the MCU Black Panther movie. I highly enjoy the movie as well as this Steelbook, especially. This is just the Blu-ray edition, but I love it more than the 4K just by a bit, and I got the other splash art, pop art type of style on the back, so highly enjoy those two Steelbooks. Now on to the rest of them. First up, we have Arrival. Really love this movie. I highly enjoyed this art style. It's the Blu-ray edition of it. It's not the 4K that came out, but I do really enjoy the blue to this. There's not a whole lot of Blu-rays, and honestly, the style is actually really good for this title in general. Next up, we have Baby Driver, a movie I absolutely love. Still sealed, as some of these are, before I started doing digital code giveaways and releasing them, opening them right away. So some of these digitals could be used in future giveaways. Regardless, I absolutely love the art to this, more than the 4K edition where it's just sort of the white with the open road. And anyways, but there's the back, well, with the J card still on, but this one is still sealed. I actually even have the Blu-ray still, but I had to double dip getting this as one of my most loved movies of all time. Next up, we have The Dark Knight. I do not have the Batman Begins and The Dark Knight Rises, but I plan to complete this trilogy on Steelbook. Absolutely love the back. I got this one used, so I didn't have any of the extras, but this is the Blu-ray edition. We'll see if I get any of the 4Ks, double dip on any of the new ones, but I kind of love this older style just as it is relating to the poster alone. Next up, we got one of the most expensive Steelbook I ever bought, just because I had to buy it on eBay afterwards. It's Dune. I absolutely love this blue edition. I love the orange edition. I love the other blue editions and those styles. Not sure if I'm entirely going to get them because I'm still sort of just getting into collecting Steelbooks, not entirely buying them just to buy another Steelbook over a regular edition, but regardless. Next up, we have Hacksaw Ridge, the 4K edition that I absolutely love. This is also still sealed in the package, but has a beautiful slipcover from Lionsgate. I'm sure you may have seen this before. Absolutely love this edition, especially without the slipcover even. Just the general war itself, and you've seen it possibly in one of my favorite movies of all time in general. Absolutely love war films, and this is just simply one of the best movies out there. Next up, we of course have to get some Harry Potter. We got Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone 4K edition. Do not have a 4K player, but had to support Steelbooks. Hopefully they continue to make individual releases on the Harry Potter movies. Absolutely love Harry Potter. Not even guilty pleasure. They're just really good movies, and I just love the design, so I had to get this myself, even though I own all of them on Blu-ray that I watch anyways. So maybe I'll be keeping this one sealed unless I end up getting a 4K player eventually. Next up, we have Indiana Jones, The Complete Adventures. Yes, all 4 movies that they have released right now. Here's the back of it currently. And I just absolutely love this franchise. We'll need to rewatch some of them. It's been a couple of years to rank them on this channel. Let me know if there's any of these movies you'd like to see me rank or review in general with the franchises they're in. But either way, Harrison Ford is absolutely excellent, and I'm glad I got all 4 within this Steelbook edition. Next up, one of the most coveted Steelbooks is La La Land, a Lionsgate edition. Just absolutely incredible with this artwork, with the slipcover and everything that goes underneath it as well. Just, I know most people have seen it, but I just absolutely, one of the most well-detailed Steelbooks out there in general, that proves how well Lionsgate is with their art. But I absolutely love that movie. Another favorite movie of mine. And of course, with Steelbooks, I want to get some of my favorite movies of all time just in that general upgrade. And just to get it a bit more attention to my collection. Next up, we have The Lion King 2019. Now, this is one I absolutely love. This was one of my first Steelbooks I actually got because it was on sale. $15. Wasn't as big into collecting Steelbooks, so wasn't paying full price. But I do enjoy actually the 2019 version just as much as the animated version. So I had to get this. I still need to pick up a version of the original Lion King because I still absolutely love that movie. But really happy to have this as one of the first Steelbooks I ever picked up. Next up, we have another Lionsgate title. We have Saw, which is absolutely amazing. The Steelbook and the movie itself, I absolutely love. Still have this sealed with the digital for possible future giveaway. But absolutely love this movie. I still have to finish the second half of this franchise, watching them. But overall, I'm generally enjoying them just for how wild they can be as a horror franchise. That's just absolutely insane. Next up, we have Shauna Dead. I bought this out of blind buy and ended up really enjoying it when I did get it. I'm not as big of a fan of the Steelbook design, but it is still sort of, it's of its own style that I enjoy having it in my collection. But of course, there's a bunch of words on the back that sort of take away from the generality of being purposed for artwork. But of course, Steelbooks are improving as they're produced more and more. Next up, we have Sherlock Holmes in a Game of Shadows. I got this one time at Dollar General for only $4. I had to get it. Of course, I watched the first one and really enjoyed it. Still have to get into this one, which Guy Ritchie is a great director, directing The Gentleman, the first and second of the Sherlock Holmes movies, and a couple other great movies. So hopefully getting into this sometime soon. I haven't heard as many good things compared to the first one, but it's Robert Downey Jr. as Sherlock Holmes, so that'll be a fun watch to get into soon. Next up, we have Stanley Kubrick's The Shining. I absolutely love Stanley Kubrick's work, and so I really wanted this, and at one time, I finally found it on eBay for $20. It had a couple scratches, and this gives me Joker vibes, just how they did the back of the Dark Knight Steelbook, just having Jack Torrance on there. Absolutely love this Steelbook for how simple it is, but had to get it, even though I already had gotten the Shining 4K edition. This one was a must-buy just to have as a display in my collection. And next up, continuing the Stanley Kubrick, we have probably my favorite Steelbook in my collection, Spartacus from Stanley Kubrick, 1960s. It's absolutely living up to its time. Even now, it's a timeless film. Kirk Douglas, amazing performance throughout. It's over 3 hours, but it's absolutely worth every minute of it, even compared to Braveheart, that is also another favorite of mine. Just simple designs, but absolutely love this. And this was my second favorite, my second most expensive purchase at $45 before I ended up getting that one Dune Steelbooks that was out of stock. So absolutely love the Spartacus with this special green color that just really pops within this collection. And next up, you know I have to have it, Star Wars The Last Jedi on Steelbook. I still have to, I'm probably going to end up picking up some of the other Star Wars Steelbooks over time. I have all of the Star Star Wars movies besides Solo and Rogue One, which I still love those movies. But of course, I absolutely love Star Wars The Last Jedi, hot take. And this Steelbook offers so much artistic design to it that I absolutely love the blur of the paint and just the messy kind of look that still showcases it super well. And I've already watched this version a couple times, absolutely loving just this artwork and everything in general. With that of course I have to have in my collection. May not be my favorite Steelbook I own, but it's up there of what I love. Next up we have Whiplash, and I actually got this Blu-ray only like $6 at Best Buy when it was on sale, and it might still be on sale online. And it's very simple, but I kind of liked it more than the 4K edition, just the simple, and it's still sealed. It has the J card on the back, but it's pretty much the parallel when you flip it to the back of the symbol, but a little bit of blood on it. I highly enjoy this movie as well. You may see in the favorites movies in the future, but I just had to get something of this, and of course it was cheap to add onto the benefit of such a great movie that Damien Chazelle directed. And to finish off with the 17th Steelbook, I had to add another hot take into the special attention of being a Steelbook. X-Men Origins Wolverine. It took me a while to get this on eBay. It's not always up, and at times it was like over $50 just for this Steelbook. But then it ended up, I snagged it at a $24 buy it now offer, and this was super amazing. I absolutely enjoy it. I don't have any of the other X-Men movies on Steelbook, as of now at least, but of course, as one of my hot takes, I highly enjoy. I had to get it, and I even have like a whole explanation video on why I love this film. It's just simply a classic that's not perfect, obviously, for comic book reasons or any of the lines, but overall, I enjoy this film. I highly enjoy this Steelbook, especially for the sentimental reasons of why I love this movie. So overall, that's all 17 of my Steelbooks. Let me know down in the comments below how many Steelbooks, what titles you have, and what is your favorite Steelbook design. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.